So it's already been called Wild Wednesday. The Met Office issued a red weather warning as hurricane-force winds swept in from the Atlantic, reaching more than 100 miles per hour across parts of Wales and northwest England. The M6, the M62 motorways and the West Coast Main Line have all been closed in places, and Virgin Trains have urged all passengers to abandon their journeys. More than 100,000 homes and businesses are without power tonight, whilst more than 400 flood warnings and alerts are still in force across England and Wales. Remember, we were talking about 40 last night, as floodwaters across the south of England, like here in Staines, continue to rise. It's been areas further north and west that have borne the brunt of the latest storms. Our first report tonight is from Kieran Jenkins. He's in North Wales.
Rarely has Wales seen winds like this, raging across from the Atlantic at over 100 miles per hour. A red weather warning is now in place, the first of this winter. It means there's a real risk to life. All forms of getting around are proving extremely difficult.
If you go right to the front there, it blows you off your feet. We got blown off our feet.
I haven't seen anything like it. No. Terrible. Terrible.
It looks more like a hurricane in Florida, but this is Anglesey. A wild Wednesday in Wales, with further damage still expected. Already, tens of thousands of homes have lost power. Transport has been severely disrupted.
But I want to hear from Patrick about the deployment of military and how that's going.
Prime Minister, we've got over...
In Downing Street, the Cobra Emergency Committee is meeting twice today, and they've called in the men in uniform to help.
What we're seeing at the moment, and I've seen a fair bit of command and control in my career, is a really good multi-agency coordinated effort. It's a really complicated problem in the face of an almost unparalleled natural crisis.
Conditions on many roads are treacherous. Parts of the M6 in Cheshire are still closed tonight, as is Blackpool Pier. Vast swathes of the country's coastline are at risk. On the railways, the West Coast Main Line is entirely closed. Passengers told to abandon their journeys.
It's just so gusty. I mean, it's okay at the moment, but any minute it's going to blow again.
Cornwall took a lashing too. Defences damaged by last week's storms can't hold back the latest deluge.
It's just carried on and on since the beginning of January. The damage is continuous, and it's obviously going to affect all the businesses.
This is not just the latest storm to hit Britain this winter, it is perhaps the worst of the lot. Kieran Jenkins, Channel 4 News, Rhyl. Well, this is Abergele on the North Wales coast, which all afternoon has been taking a real battering from this storm. Just along the coast, in Aberdaron in Gwynedd, they recorded winds today of 108 miles per hour, which is a hurricane force wind. There is currently a red warning from the Met Office here, meaning there is a risk to life and people should avoid dangerous areas. The danger is obviously from falling trees, falling power cables. 50,000 homes in Wales are without power at present, 40,000 or so in South Wales, 10,000 or so in North Wales. Now these winds are expected to continue here until about 9 o'clock. The wind is moving its way across the North Wales coast up to Lancashire. It is pretty ferocious. I'm having to hang on to this railing just to talk to you, and it's causing widespread transport problems too. Anglesey tonight is basically cut off by rail and by road, and the West Coast Main Line is also down for a period this evening. Clearly, it's already pretty bad, and it could still be worse to come.